This is Dmitry.
Hey, buddy, it's Eric.
Hey, Eric, how are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, good, good. Um, can we connect a little bit later today? But I do have a quick question right now.
Yeah.
Explain to me who is prosecuting her because when sheriff called me, he said that so it was a lie, right? So it's his department, I guess.
Yeah, his department. Yeah. So in the recording talking to you, he said, "Well, you're the sheriff." And he said, "Well, it's in Artsdale City. Artsdale City Police is investigating that, and they're the ones that will investigate that." Well, the entire time, the report was filed with his agency. So let me tell you how it works in North Carolina. Your ultimate lead law enforcement officer of your county is the sheriff. And then these little cities have their own police departments, right? Kind of like many other states. So in return, if let's say your Hispanic friend or whoever goes there to crossover, is raised in hell, she calls the police speak to her, the police speak to him, and they may say, "Hey, where do you live at? Where did this transaction take place? Like, what roof was it at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where were you getting payment at?"
Yep.
Just because a business is in Artsdale doesn't mean the crime occurred in Artsdale. You follow me?
Yeah.
If I'm at home and I receive a check from that money, that $10,000 check from Crossover Roofing, but I'm a resident in Randolph County, I'm the victimization happened in the county at my home. If I lived in Artsdale, which is in Randolph County, then my jurisdiction or where I would go would be the Artsdale City Police Department. What's evident, whoever's filed these charges or this report has taken place or the crime has been committed within their jurisdiction of Randolph County, the sheriff's office, not Artsdale City.
So they stopped it pretty much. So it's a corruption, right? So they're close eyes on it.
So, no, Artsdale didn't do anything wrong.
Sure.
But what I'm getting at is Seabolt tried to tell you that you were wrong by saying that he was the one investigating it when the entire time the report was filed with his agency. So he was lying the entire time. Now, did he know the report had been filed? I would say he did, right? If he doesn't know, then there's an issue, right? And I understand he probably don't see every report that comes across, daily that's reported. I get it. But understand, these people that work for him are working for an elected official that just weeks prior were at an event to campaign for him that she was at, right?
Of course.
People know who she is. So therefore, if I saw a report come across that said, "Hey, now that I've spoke to you, Dimitri, and I saw reports come across, oh, that's Dimitri from YouTube," right? Or he's going to say, "Oh, that's Mary Jane from that came to my event, and I got her sign in her yard, and she's known me for the last 7 years and helped me campaign." Like, they're going to know who she is. It's not Joe Blow,
Yep.
Joe Stranger that the report's being filed on that they don't know.
So
Does that make sense?
so they cover for her.
Yeah, I would say that you bringing light to the situation expedited her probably getting charged. Other people that were with the company and affiliated with other businesses have reached out to me. I'm sure they've reached out to you as well. There's more victims of her bullshit.
Oh, and now homeowners are going to, like, there's one crime I want to ask your opinion about. So I have a report. It came from her accountant. She worked for her from 2000 to 2024. And here's what accountant told me. And this is where I wrap my head around. So he's a sheriff. He knows her. She had 3 DUIs and 4 arrests with driving without license, right? So, and she still drives every single day. She drives to work. But here's what it gets, like, very criminal, if you ask me. She got in an accident recently, like a year or two ago, and she needed to file police reports. So she was going asking employees to cover for her, like saying that they drove the car. Nobody would do it. Then she asked her mom to say for insurance claim that she was driving, and she said yes, and they file. It's insurance fraud, so they file a claim because she cannot even drive. Like, with information like that, where would they report it? Who would investigate it? Like, they would call her insurance.
The insurance company you'd file a report with the insurance or that report with the insurance company, and then they would then possibly get the Department of Insurance involved. But now let me tell you something now. Let me finish this. Let me weave this basket for you. Mike Causey, the insurance commissioner, is really close with Randolph County politicians. Okay? So Mike Causey, if you'll go on his page, you'll see where he just did a video with Seabolt, all the campaigning they do, they're all together. You know what I'm saying? They're all really close knit. If you'll look up Mike Causey's scandals, the insurance commissioner, look at the shit he's done and still does. Man, they are corrupt as the day is long.
That county, it drives me nuts. Every day I'm hearing and listening to these stories. Like, I just can't believe it. And do you see her response? There's no remorse. She's trying to bully everyone she owes money to, and she's saying that if she goes down, everyone goes down. Like, she's bullying Mexican people because she wants to report them, and they're afraid to come forward. She owes money to more than that guy with 100K. He's just bold because he has papers, but there's a few people she owes twice as much, but because she bullies them, they cannot do anything about it.
Well, you know as well as I do, man. There's that's her. She's going to end up doing something, and she probably won't take another breath. I mean, if you start taking this type of money from people, you might want to move. You might want to go hide somewhere, because these people have people that know people.
But
then
why?
She'll take her last breath.
Yes, but why did she why was she released on a bond where she's definitely fly risk with all the money and everything? Like, 30,000 bonds seems very low to me.
I mean, 10% is only $3,000.
Yes, correct.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, and they probably did it on an IOU, so they probably did it for a minimum, and then she's probably got a damn payment plan with them too, but they can put her back in jail. I don't know, man. I mean, they're all close knit, man. The politicians in this county and that affect the state.
What are the chances of him winning? Because I know all the publicity that he's getting right now. Like, what are the chances for him winning a re-election?
So let me tell you this. It's hard to beat an incumbent. So I ran in 2014, 2018, and all they done was create vicious rumors, come after me. They charged me with 50 C's. They charged me for removing a campaign sign. They've never had anything to stick. But in the media, I get the black eye, right? When it comes to court, they can't tell the truth. The truth hasn't come out, and they have nothing to stand on. Like, I've got a cyber stalking charge, and that was because I asked him, why was he being supported or actively letting a cocaine snorting crook of an attorney support him, right? He's this big Christian guy. Why are you hanging out with drug users? So I get charged with cyber stalking. Well, then they dismiss him and goes to court because it really wasn't cyber stalking. But everybody in the judicial system are connected. I mean, it's insane. He's committed so many criminal offenses just as a sheriff, with campaign and stealing from the citizens, like using his Tahoe to pull around his campaign signs, his county vehicle. I mean, all kinds of shit. They use discretionary authority not to charge him over and over and over, man.
I'm going to try to get to local news to cover some of these stories, because it's blown up. Like, this whole Mary Jane, it might be the end of him, honestly.
And I'll be honest with you, it's like, I'm the bad guy. But, I mean, I added you to my group last night. I don't know if you watched my live. But, like, there's complete and utter failure, man. But I'm the crazy guy, right? I'm the crazy one. I'm the stuff you're seeing from Minnesota. That's where you live, right? Minnesota?
Yes.
All right. You're seeing it from Minnesota on what little dealings you've had. Now, imagine here with me, with somebody who knows copious amounts of things, in it every day, has seen it for years. Man, it's insane.
It is. You need new sheriff. Who would be the good candidate from people running for the office?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be back on the ballot. Last time I backed out because a guy named Robert Graves and Tim Hasty ran, and just to be honest with you, it wasn't financially sound for me. I thought one of those could pull it off, but they couldn't pull it off, so they didn't win. But I'm going to keep my name. I would say between me and Chris Torriello Taco, we're the better two candidates. Brian Arrington, you've seen him, man. I don't know if you've looked him up. Like, I see that you're a fitness guy, right?
Yeah.
Well, look at him. Would you want that as your sheriff? I ended up having to choke out a suspect at a local high school basketball game that he was trying to arrest that was fighting him. Like, he can't even – listen, man, not saying he's not a good guy, probably is, but he's not sheriff material. He can't even tie his shoe on correctly. He can't do a push-up. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, just a basic – he talks about standards. I even put this out. You want to talk about standards? Can you do a push-up, sir?
Wow.
I'm not trying to be.
No, no, I
Is what
get it. Like
is.
it's like for that kind of job, you have to have minimum fitness level. I agree with you. So I like the taco guy a lot. He is to protect and serve 2 points. I like him. I'm talking to him tomorrow.
Yeah. So like me and Chris get along great. And I want to attack Chris. Chris is Chris. I'm Eric. Like I think one of us two would be the better candidates. Obviously, Chris stayed in a lot longer than me because I wasn't money scared. Here's the thing: a lot of these guys wait their 30 years. Both Chris and Arrington have waited 30 years to step to the plate. I stepped to the plate at 28 years old. I saw a problem. I want to fix the problem. The problem is when I go to fix it, I don't cater people's feelings. So I don't really hobnob. I don't take money from people. But here's the thing I'm going to tell you, Dimitri. Chris Taco, or Toriello, we're going to call him, Brian Arrington's people, they all reach out to me to be a mouthpiece. But when it comes down to it, guess who they don't support? Me.
I see. Well, you guys have a lot of.
You follow what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
Like I'm good enough to get out the bad stuff and to speak up, but nobody stands with me to speak up with it. They want me to take the heat while they try to sit back and get the glory.
Got it. Well, last question, really quick. What can we do to make sure that Mary Jane goes to jail?
Just the victims need to. The victims of her financial issues need to file their criminal processes. If they've been a victim, they need to come forward. They need to go to the local jurisdiction in which serves that crime and file the reports.
Love it. Yeah,
hold her accountable.
We do have a couple homeowners who gave her checks and no work is done, so it's awesome. Obviously, she's going to be out of.
I'm lost to why she's not charged with obtaining property by false pretense. Right? So if you come out to my home, and I had a conversation with some other people about this, they're going to give you 2 checks. The first check to start the job. The second check is depreciation check.
Yep.
Okay? So, but a lot of people don't understand that, Dimitri. They're very ignorant to how this works, okay, how insurance works. So if she comes out and says, I'm going to put a roof on, and the insurance company says, hey, it's worth $10,000, they give her a $10,000 check up front. They're going to give her the other $3,000 on depreciation when it's done, okay, when the job's done.
Yep.
That $10,000 never shows up with the materials to do the job. And let's be honest, she's probably paying a Hispanic guy $50 to $75 a square, charging $450 a square, right?
Yep.
I know how this works, man. Don't take offense to this, but it's a fucking racket, okay? So in the end of it, she's lived off this money. Well, those people still don't have a roof. That's obtaining property by false pretense.
Okay, if I can find a couple of homeowners, that's what I tell them to do.
Yeah, they need to file a report for obtaining property by false pretense. If they've paid for a service as far as getting the roof put on and so forth, and they paid under the understanding and the pretense, I'm giving you $10,000 to put a roof on my home, and they never put a roof on the home, that's obtaining property by false pretense. I'll give you a case in hand. There's a gentleman locally. I like Jesse Black. He's had some financial issues, got him in some trouble with obtaining property. You know, the metal buildings, the metal structures. He's done that. He actually went to prison for a while because of it. He got out, restarted doing the building business again, and it's happened again. But you can look him up in Davidson County. Jesse Black tried corrugated buildings or something like that. But anyways, he actually built my building. I'm satisfied. I had to wait 5 months. I got a little scared, not scared, but worried. But what they're doing is he's collecting money, not building buildings. Well, they pocketing like $300,000 in obtaining property by false pretense. That's the same thing she's doing.
Yeah.
Why they're not charging her? That's because either people aren't filing the reports, or they're trying to blockade it.
Got it. I'm gonna make.
They're trying to say, "Oh, it's civil. Oh, it's civil. You need a sewer. You need a sewer." No, she needs to be charged criminally. If she provided a service, was paid to provide a service, and did not provide it, that's obtaining property by false pretense.
Got it. I'm going to do an updated video. I'm going to ask more victims to come forward so we finish this business. And what do you think she's facing for something like that? 1-2 years in jail? What's the...
She won't, man. She won't. They'll reduce it to Randolph County. Here's what they do in Randolph County. They'll take... It's what I call the 3-day rule. Okay? 3 days, they're on to something else. 6 months, we done forgot about her. A year, who's Mary Jane Hedrick? They slide her through on some judge that they went and played golf with or drank beer with, or was that one of the campaign functions? You follow me here?
Yep.
She shows up. Man, the corruption's thick is thick as thieves, man. They're crazy. Yeah. Man,
Well,
our county has gone. We're 144,000 population. What is it where you live?
I don't even know the county. I mean, city of Minneapolis is 5 million, but Hennepin, it's probably a couple million. Yeah.
Right. Well, here's the deal. We're 144,000. Our crime rate per capita, our overdose, our drug problem is that of like Charlotte, where there's 3 million people.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy, man. We used to not be this way. We used to be a nice, quiet, I would say prominently Caucasian community. Not a lot of crime, but they brought in all this cancel culture and all this love each other and don't pick on each other, don't hold people accountable. What that means, okay? Don't be a bully, love everybody. Well, guess what? That's leading into now we pacify grown-ass adults and their piss-poor choices. Well, you shouldn't judge them. You're not God. Well, nobody said I was God, but he stole my TV. She wrote me a $10,000 bad check. Why am I judging? She did it herself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Hold her
But
accountable.
There's no accountability. And the first thing they want to do in this area is throw religion in your face. Well, you shouldn't judge her. You don't know what she's going through. Well, let me take $10,000 out of your pocket. Let me take $1.4 million out of your bank account. And then let's see how you feel about it. Hey, I had a local business owner reach out to me, Dimitri, and said, Eric, you all need to leave Greg Seabolt alone. He's a good man. I said, well, would you say the same thing if I took $1.4 million out of your bank account? You wouldn't think the same thing at that point.
Exactly.
And then the sheriff didn't do nothing because we're buddies.
Do you know if he still have a yard sign in her yard?
Yeah, he does. Somebody sent it to me this morning.
Really? Wow. He would not. He's that stubborn.
Yeah, he's crazy, man. Crazy.
He blocked me right away, but I think I'm gonna visit that county. I'm gonna go there with the cameras. Like, might even go to sheriff's office just to try to get an interview on the spot.
It's insane. That's some crazy stuff, dude.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the call. We're gonna do another update on the story this week, and I never knew and thought that I'll be dragged into the North Carolina politics this way. But hey, if that's where God takes me, I'll go there.
That's right. I'm gonna send you a text here in a minute. Or I'm gonna send it to you on Messenger.
Okay.
Somebody sent me this photo this morning.
Okay. Is there a yard sign?
Yeah, his yard sign's still out there, and there's a for sale by owner sign in the front yard of some sort.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right, later. Bye.
This is crazy. This story gets crazier and crazier and crazier. Comment below what you guys think. And Mary Jane, you're gonna be in jail, even though this guy does not believe it. I think you will be in jail.